All right, we are live. Hi, I'm a murder hornet this year for Halloween, live from San Diego. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am inmate number 100.7, a lifer at LMSD here, local media San Diego for Big FM, and it is Halloween, and so I decided to bring back a little happy hour at home and make a delicious Corpse Reviver 2. Now, if you've never had one, as I hadn't until about an hour ago, it's really it got its roots like in pre-prohibition actually, so like in the 1870s, and then it was sort of revived and reinvented in the Harry, what's his name, Harry, it's a very famous cocktail book. And it's quite delicious actually, and it's so easy to make. You can make a big pitcher of them because it's equal parts of all sorts of things, like, well, it's originally something else, but they don't make it anymore. So we use Lillet Blanc. Lillet Blanc. It's kind of a sweet wine, if you will, a French wine, and it's white, so that's the sweetness. We're going to use a dry gin, and thank you to our friends at Infinium Spirits here in San Diego. I inherited this bottle of Spanish extra dry gin, and it is delicious. It's so good. I just made a huge batch of itty bitty little cocktails for the big crew. And we're going to use triple sec. You could use any kind of orange liqueur. You could use Grand Marnier if you're really fancy. You could use some Cointreau if you want. But any kind of orange liqueur is going to work. And then you're going to use actually a little bit of absinthe. Now, this is not cheap. This stuff, it's also called the green fairy, right? Because it makes you hallucinate, apparently. It makes you see things. Let's see. Are we on? Are we live? Is anyone here? Yeah. There we are. But this thing costs like 20 bucks, okay? But it's good, and I didn't think I would like it. It's very herbaceous, is that a word? And kind of anise, you know, that black licorice thing, which is not my thing, not a fan, usually a hard pass from me. But what you're gonna do, first of all, what you wanna do is chill your glass. You can either do that with just stuffing it full of ice and then dumping it out, or keeping your glasses and your coupes in the fridge to make them cold. And then you could just use a little bit, like a bar spoon, a teaspoon, of the absinthe. Oops, there we go. And it calls for like washing the glass with it. You just kind of want to rim it with that. And then again, this is so easy. Look at here, I got this going for you. The dry ice, not easy to come by in these supply chain kind of days. But I'm actually going to put some dry ice in my cocktail too because it's fun. It's Halloween, damn it. Let's see who's here. Hey Edie. Hey Mark. There you are. Hi guys. Good to see you again. Appreciate you being here for a little revival. And again, this is called Revis Gin, 1880. So it kind of would have been around the time that, you know, these pre-prohibition and prohibition cocktails, they were trying to make something out of bathtub gin, which is why they added the citrus and the sugar. And so this one has a little bit of everything. Now, I used fresh squeezed San Diego Meyer lemon juice for my people back at Big 100.7 there in San Diego. But I don't have any defrosted at this particular moment either. So I'm going to use the bottled stuff that I got from Costco. It's just me. I'm not going to complain. But it's really super simple. So it's equal parts. So I made a batch of 18 cocktails in a pitcher. It didn't even fill up the whole pitcher. And I was pouring little bitty cocktails anyway. But you know, so I had 18 shots essentially of lemon juice. So I just said, okay, I'll put 18 shots of everything else in there. And so, and let's do that for this cocktail too, shall we? Okay, there goes the gin. And again, here's what we're using for this. Revis 1880 extra dry gin. It's a Spanish gin, and it is delightful. You know, if you think you don't like gin, you just haven't had it in the right cocktail. And here's the Lillet Blanc. Lillet Blanc. Okay, they make Lillet Rosé and, you know, one or two others, I think. Like Rosé or whatever, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And this is gonna be the sweet to your cocktail because everything else is dry and delicious. And I'm just gonna go with the triple sec since that's what I've been using. Good to go. And then I'll get the lemon juice going in there too, and we'll shake it up. Gotta love the pre-prohibition and prohibition cocktails, stuff that's so old. And again, it really only kind of had its resurgence with that 1930 cocktail book that is legendary. I should get a copy of it actually. I mean, not the original, I wish, but you know, something that is a copy of the original Okay, I shook up the lemon juice. Don't tell anyone I used it out of the bottle. I didn't at work. I used, seriously, hand squeezed stuff. Okay, and there we go. And I have this excellent OXO shaker from Sam and Rob because my hands don't get too cold with it because you want it super cold, and that's what shaking it up in the ice does. Let's see, who else has chimed in here though? Careful with glasses in the fridge. Yeah, I know. We have a history, don't we? Thank you. I'm a murder hornet, if I didn't spell that out in the beginning. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, girl. Hey. Love it. And let's see, Morgan. Oh, my God. I know. Great tutorial. Really? Okay. Yeah. I had a leather jacket on. And I still have my leather boots on. I meant to change into my slippers when I got home. But I didn't have time. I really got home like 10 minutes ago. And I couldn't find my microphone. So apologies if the audio quality is not what you expect from happy hour at home with yours truly drinking like a maniac. Okay. So, and this is really good. I mean, I was getting comments, and I'd never had one either. I was getting comments like, refreshing. I love it. Okay, I'm going to go dive down here and get another piece of ice. I have dry ice. Again, it's in kind of short supply. I got this at Smart and Final, which is a little market around here. And I have like the biggest chunk, and I think it cost me like $20. It's not cheap. And it doesn't last. I mean, I've had it for 24 hours and it's almost totally gone because it turns into a gas and evaporates. So, oh, I forgot I put it over here. Okay, see, it came in like a bag like this, and you want to try to put it in some sort of a sealed container as long as possible. Oh, okay, this is a good sized chunk. That's more than enough, I'm sure. It will make your drink kind of cold, obviously. But again, you don't want to put it down the sink. Don't put it in your sink because it will expand. It's a gas. Look how cool that is. Okay, here we go. I love this. And it doesn't actually call for the dry ice, but it's Halloween, damn it. And that's how we roll. Cheers. I love Halloween. Whoa. Okay. That is good. Some people were comparing it to a margarita. I don't know. I think just seriously, a tiny bit of absinthe goes a long way. And by the way, I'm out of breath. My boss told me that absinthe is what Van Gogh was drinking when he cut off his ears. So be careful, friends. Be careful. I mean, if you're really doing it straight and everything, I think they, have a special technique. They put like they put it on a sugar cube and then they drip it. I think they cook it over fire. I don't know. Maybe that's heroin. I'm not sure exactly. But this is good. This is good. I'm digging it. And isn't that fun? Everybody was having so much fun with the dry ice. Because it is. It's just festive. It's fun, people. But this is one of those drinks that's tart, a little bit sweet, and when made right, super cold, goes down really easy, so it's dangerous. It's dangerous, But yeah, this is a great drink. Corpse Reviver number 2. There is a number 1, but it's like totally different ingredients with brandy and I don't even remember what else. Brandy and I don't remember. Never had one of those either. But this one is totally different. It's sort of I think a take on, it was kind of a general term actually, a corpse reviver. It's like hair of the dog. You're super hungover the next day and they say 4 of these will put you back under. But you want to be over the hump. And so you drink these. The glass is super chilled. This is so delicious and fun. And if I can find any more dry ice tomorrow for Sunday, or maybe on Sunday, we'll see, God willing. I'll have it for the neighbors, and maybe I'll have some family over. Not that they're big drinkers. The neighbors are, but my family is not. Yeah, so anyway, this is the Corpse Reviver 2. And it's delicious. Again, equal parts, you guys, super easy. You just want to wash your glass with like a bar spoon or whatever of absinthe. And again, it's not cheap, but a little goes a long way. You don't really need a lot. And this little bottle, I can't read how many ounces in it. This little bottle was $20 at Bevmo. And then you want an orange liqueur. That could be Grand Marnier if you're fancy. Triple Sec if you're me. Cointreau if you're somewhere in between. You want fresh squeezed lemon juice, ideally. And then you want some Lillet Blanc. That's the easiest thing to find that kind of goes with this drink. And again, what they used to make it with isn't even available anymore. And then you want a great dry gin. Okay, and this one is great. It's a great dry gin. 1880 Spanish distilled gin. Super dry Rivas. See that? Great. And again, this was a gift. I was kind of re-gifted it. I wanted it initially because they also make a strawberry gin. Let me show you that. I gotta go grab that bottle because it smells so good. And I have to figure out strawberry flavored gin. Now, I'm telling you what, it smells freaking delicious. Look at that, it's just glowing. It's glowing. So those are the 4 things that you need for this cocktail. And again, you can easily make a picture of them because it's just equal parts of lemon juice, orange liqueur, gin, and what am I forgetting? Did I say orange juice? No, I meant lemon juice. Lemon juice, orange liqueur, gin. Oh, and Lillet Blanc. Okay, Lillet Blanc. You know, it's a fun party drink. I mean, anything that you make, honestly, you just put a little dry ice in it. It's going to be festive. Let's see. I cannot read. Let me put on my bespectacles. I probably see like a bee at this point. How am I doing? Are you going to watch the Braves game? David, I don't have cable TV any longer, so I don't know. I don't know. Confusing absinthe with heroin, right? You know. I mean, if you drink enough of it, let's be honest. Yeah, okay, we went over that one already. Okay, yeah, it is good, David. I highly recommend. Highly recommend the Corpse Reviver number 2. Okay, what time is it? That's a good 15-minute show. And yeah, you don't want to drink the dry ice. You don't really want to touch your lips or your tongue on it. You might want to. But if you remember A Christmas Story, you don't want to do that, actually. So, it's a great cocktail. It's really good. I'm surprised I haven't had it before. I think maybe what scared me was the absinthe. But again, it's our fine absinthe verte is the result of years of patient blah, 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 blah. But it has, comes from the use of fine brandy, star anise, mint, wormwood, lemon balm, hyssop, basil, fennel, tarragon, and stinging nettles. Perfect. Just saying. Perfect. But it's delicious. And so again, it's a very easy recipe. I posted it in the post 1 or 2 ago, saying that I was going to revive Happy Hour at Home with the Corpse Reviver, number 2. But again, a Corpse Reviver was kind of a general term for a cocktail that was just supposed to be a hair of the dog kind of thing. But this one works. It's delicious. It's not too sweet. It's a little bit tart. It's a little bit sweet. And I like it. So I'm going to finish this up. Maybe make another since I'm home for the night. So anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in for this revival with Corpse Reviver on Happy Hour at Home. And I'm sure I'll do a Thanksgiving cocktail too. Maybe like a, I don't know, something apple teeny or whatever. No, that sounds too sweet. I want something good though. Something with a, you know, touch. No, I'm not going to, no. I'm not falling for that, Buster. I'm not falling for it, you know. But peace, guys. Thank you. Oh, wait, did I show you my faux, like, I made this just today. It's supposed to be like my prison thing. Like, you know, if I were at wherever people are in prison. Like, I can't remember the name. What's the one in San Francisco? Anyway. All right, well, this bee needs to get back to the honey and the hive and all the worker bees, which are actually, I think, women too, or females. I think it's only the drones that are men, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I'm down on my my bee trivia. So anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, Corpse Reviver 2. Just need 4 ingredients to make it. You probably only have 2 of the ingredients, but you can go get the other 2. And your local liquor store will be happy with you. And so are your guests on Halloween. Corpse Reviver number 2. And if you can find dry ice, lucky you. Cheers.